I'm faster without armor, but I could be mistaken about that. I'm actually recording this like right after the last session, so I'm not sure how you guys are liking this so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it because I absolutely love it. I had all intentions on planning on stopping recording for today, but I sat there for a second and I'm like, no, I want to record more. I think they're gonna attack me straight out if I walk in here. Yeah. But that's fine. Almost thought one of them hit me for a second. They might have. Maybe I just defended it. No, that's me hitting them. This guy, all he's trying to do is use Dirty Trick on me, so he won't be a problem at all. I think this guy to my left is trying, yeah, he's trying to pull shield.
Let's have a look.
You can tell by that one move where he comes vertically down with his axe there. And this other guy behind me, the one with the sword, he's not really doing any type of special move. He's just trying to kill me. To be frank, they're all trying to, well, two of them are trying to kill me. The other guy's just trying to blind me, but yeah, that strike right there, where he comes down with it, that's when he's trying to do pull shield. See if I can see it again. That one right there. That's the pull shield build. Basically what it does is it disarms me of my shield. But useless. I think it was T, yeah.
Let's see.
Have anything worth it? That's definitely worth it. You have took as much as I can.
Let's have a look.
Ooh, I like that. Alright, I forget that game didn't have this. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Because this is gonna be like a couple second trip, I'm not gonna cut it out. When it starts becoming more of a trip, then I'll start cutting it out.
Welcome.
Don't need that. Don't need that. I leveled up already, didn't I? 18. No, I haven't yet. Since I picked that up. I don't think I have anyways. Sell the shields because I have best shield. I don't need these. Get rid of those. The rest I am gonna keep. Actually I'm gonna sell the poison bomb because I'm probably not gonna get my set trapping skill any higher for a while, so I'm gonna sell that. I kinda wanna sell that spike trap. In all honesty, I'm not really gonna use it that much, so let's sell that too. The nail bombs I am going to use when the time comes. And then the other trap, the holding trap, extremely useful. And in the future I'll find like advanced holding traps which are even more useful. I think my boots were better. They were. Did crap gear. These gloves were better, right? Yeah, they were way better. And that's way better as well. Got some new magic cards too. Looks pretty nice. Alright, let's head back. What time am I looking at here? Cool. I'll have enough time to turn this quest in and then probably go through all the dialogue for the main quest line there, and then it'll probably be the end of the episode. Can't tell you how many hours I've put into like wandering around and whatnot. So I used to have my friend used to have this on his Xbox 360, so I played it for like a long time on that. I want to fight you. And we're fighting a black bear. I should actually use my sword. So I'm pretty sure I want to do slashing damage against him. Cool. Not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure I want to be doing slashing damage. That's why I use the holding trap, so I don't have to back jump every time. Because creatures like this are known as harder hitting enemies. So when they hit you, they do a lot of damage and or can stagger you and then can hit you again. So you got to be extremely careful. And because it's so easy to dodge, specifically back jump, it's almost a waste of time not to use the trap. So you can kill them a lot faster with using the trap, so. But regardless. Alright, so let me sell this crap. Then we'll talk to him, and then we'll be on our way.
Well.
Thankfully, none of this actually weighs anything. So I can keep all those. The potions don't actually weigh anything either. I just want to keep my inventory cleaner, so that's why I'm getting rid of those.
Have you found the bandits?
I've dealt with those scoundrels. They will trouble you no more.
Oh, you're saving my life, stranger. I do not know how to thank you. Please, take one of my horses. Mayhap there are more noble horses in Catalan, but this is the best I have. Farewell.
I'll be on my way. Well, it gives me a horse. I really don't want the horse. I'll show you guys horse riding this one time, but in all honesty, I'd rather just not have the horse. This is basically horse riding. You can fight from the horse's back too. Obviously, it's better if you have a pole arm or a longer reach weapon, but we'll take this horse back to the town where I dropped off the first one. Literally, it does nothing. It's just like role-playing purposes that I'm dropping it off over here. So here's the horse I rode into town with originally. Didn't mean to take out my weapon. Didn't mean to talk to this guy either. There we go. So now there's 2 horses here that I've dropped off. Someone can pick them up and take them. Now, to get to Goat's Cave, I'm going to want to clear this rest of this out, and then I'll walk to Goat's Cave. I might not actually have time to go through all the dialogue. We'll see. Worst case scenario will just be a little bit longer. But I probably will. I think I will go through all the dialogue this chapter. It's nice and foggy out too. I love how the weather changes in this game. Pretty nice. And enemies do respawn, but not quickly. So these guys wouldn't respawn until much later. The ghosts, however, if I come back here during night, there should be a fair amount of ghosts around here. Just because how many Groms and whatnot I've killed. Have I looked in that? I have.
So,
Empty it is. Okay, so I want to follow this straight over, and then I want to come through there. Most of the time, if you're going to get attacked on these paths, specifically the northern parts, it's going to be wolves. The odd time you might run into a boar or a bear, but boars not so much. Bears sometimes, but let's go up here actually. See if there's anything up here. I think there's a cave up here, but I also think there's a bear, so. With the luck I'm having though, it might be like something even more stupider. Old Smuggler's Cave, eh? Well, let's see what they had.
seems locked.
Took my lockpick. Holy shit. And that's why you explore. That's a super good weapon. Taking it all anyways. T, right? It even looks badass. And I can combine that right on. Well, that was definitely worth it. For the whole like minute and a half probably it took me to go up that way. Definitely worth it. So now I want to come down this way. Right here is where I picked the horse up from. I don't know if you guys remember from it's probably in chapter 2. There was a horse at this encampment. I took it back with me when I came through this time. Or last time. There's always wolves. Grey wolf, wolf, wolf. No, all grey wolves except for the one actually. I do a fair amount of damage, but not that much.
Take that.
Although I did kill that thing in 2 hits, so I can't really be talking that much smack. I don't know why they're white. They should be green by now, but maybe it's just because of the damage output I do.
What's that?
Wolf hurts. Yeah, thankfully alchemy ingredients, like I said earlier, don't weigh anything, so I can actually grab everything I want now and go from there. I'm not going to explore that path out. I will later. Alright. It's going to be a fair bit of dialogue here, so bear with me.
How cozy.
So we finally meet. My name is Reist Tungard. Your sister tried very hard to convince us that you were dead. Had she not been so overzealous in her attempts to convince us of your death, we may have believed her and dismissed you from our minds.
Where is Kira?
In a safe place, where she will stay until you finish your mission for us.
There is no mission. Free her now, and mayhap you will leave this place alive.
You do not understand, mercenary. You will take this job, or your sister will pay with her life, and I shall not repeat that.
I do not make such agreements. You do not know me.
Obstinacy is a family trait, I see. However, I have wasted too much of my precious time on you both already. When you are ready to listen to reason, find Ganduhar and convince him of your newfound wisdom, and make haste. Otherwise...
I do not need your dog's body to find you.
Hold your tongue, or I will forget the small favor which Ganduhar asked me to do, and that would not be good for you. Think upon my words.
Oh, we leveled up from that too. 1, 2, 3. Let's go health again. Let's go for basic draw again, because that's going to be helpful. Now I think... yeah, it is two-handed. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Now the only thing in this entire cave is this right here. It's a chest. Almost looks like I have a full set or something. Yeah. Definitely goes better with the rest of my armor. Now don't expect me to always be wearing a full set of armor. Most of the time it's probably going to be mix matched, but for the time being, for some reason the game is throwing this like full set at me, so we're just going to roll with it. Not all the caves are like this, by the way. Just this cave in particular has all this like fog on the ground. That's what I was talking about, was the fog. But yeah, there's a large amount of caves that are actually fairly bigger and whatnot. And funny thing is, there's actually 2 maps. So there's the map right here, and then there's an underground map. And you see that cave right there? Lines up with here. Now let's say I find a cave here. You can actually see it on this map too, which I think is actually pretty cool.
I knew you would see reason.
My hands are tied now, but I will find you when this is over.
And I will await you. Now, however, carry out Reist's commands and free your sister.
Do you think me so foolish? They will never set her free when they have what they want.
I also believe that. But I am here to make sure that this will not happen.
Ah, no longer a messenger of no great import, knave?
I have indeed pledged my allegiance to Reist, but I also owe it to your sister. We need only find a way to do this.
That Reist also spoke in riddles about you. I cannot understand the reasons behind your actions, so why should I trust you?
If you do not believe me, ask Kira.
A jester to wit.
Nay, your sister knew you would not listen. She told me of a node not far from here.
A node? I cannot use these since... And Kira also. And she spoke of a node to you?
Kira is an exceptional woman. Reist could not break her will. This is why they now need you. But pray, tell me of these nodes.
Nodes are places where we could freely talk, no matter the distance between us. However, this brought problems for us. People supposed that it was a sign of the taint.
And was it?
I do not know. Kira and I are twins. We have a special connection to one another. And this all stopped when we were 7 years old. But tell me where the node is.
I will show you. Will you go there?
Aye, of course. These are the first tidings for months. And how can I know otherwise if you can be trusted?
You remind me of her, except that she is even more distrustful. When you know what it is you want, come back here. And do not forget that we have little time.
So, quest log update, a crack in the glass. Something strange about Gandahar. It seems that there is a bond between him and Kira. If it is true, what he says, then perhaps you have a chance to play the game according to your rules. Go to the place, blah, blah, blah. You can actually skip this, I believe, and just talk to him directly. I'm not 100% on that. But anyways, head over that way. What's the time looking like? Yeah. I should be able to do all this dialogue within the last part of this.
It worked. Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Kira, how do you feel? Do you know where they imprison you?
No, they move me from place to place. If it were not for Gandahar...
I do not trust him, Kira. Who is he and what links him to you?
He believes he owes me something. Maybe he does. But no matter. I have warned you, and for that I am grateful.
Warn me? Kira, the only thing that I want is your freedom. I will do what I must, even if it means bowing to their will.
Did they tell you what they want?
It seems to be some kind of mission.
They lied. Those people, and chiefly that Reist, are looking for something that once belonged to our family.
I prithee, sister, not that old legend again, how we are cursed and such nonsense.
Brother, listen. I am serious. It must not fall into their hands.
Kira, if those people believe in that tale, it means that they are stupid as those who invented it. I have no desire to speak harshly of our ancestors, but we both know they were not the most reliable people in the world.
I have spoken much with Gandahar, and I tell you this, brother. Do not think lightly of all this.
Then speak, Kira. What do you wish me to do?
You do not have to believe that the relic has any power, but it must be destroyed. Speak with Gandahar. He will tell you more.
If these be your wishes, sister, I shall speak to this Gandahar. However, if he cannot give me a solution to this, I shall not put your life at risk because of an old legend. Can you tell me why these locations seem to work again?
You know what they used to say, that it was the sign of the taint. I do not know how it came about, but one day I felt the energy of the nodes again, just as it was when we were children.
Strange. I felt nothing.
Oh, they come. I must go. They must not realize that we can speak with one another.
But how shall I find you, Kira?
There is a strong node south of Talmont. I will show you the way. And brother, it matters not what they want of you. Do not do it. The price is too high.
So we got a couple more quest updates there, but we're gonna continue on for now. I was thinking about it, and I was wrong. You do have to come here. It's the next part, so I don't actually have to talk to her again if I don't want to, but I will. But it's way out of the way right now. That's the next node right there, so it's gonna be some time before we go there and talk to her. Let's go back and see what they really want.
You are back. Are you satisfied?
Your masters are deranged. Why pursue the myth coined by some crooked mind ages ago?
Kira did not tell you everything, mayhap.
There is not much to tell. I have heard this fable from my parents many times. I know we had some kind of relic in the family long time ago, but we no longer have it.
Do you know what the relic was?
One of the spoils of war, a temple emblem. No sane person believes it.
I am sure that you know more. However, I shall remind you of a few things. After the war, your family left the East, like most did. They came to the abandoned city on the plain.
To Catalan, I know, but they did not remain there.
Your ancestors were people of great import, but they did everything in their power to be taken for peasants. Strange, isn't it?
If you say so.
According to the legend, there were few humans among those who banished Azeroth after the war. His banishment was a great import, but no one knows where he was banished to and where he is buried. However, your family obtained a rare relic from the war. It was kept in your family for several decades until they decided to break it into pieces and take them away. And once again, we have a mystery as to why.
This is all meaningless.
The relic was the key to Azeroth's tomb, and you know of it. Your parents must have told you that.
What if I have heard this before? It is only a legend. Only the orcs believe that Azeroth sleeps somewhere and awaits his return.
Whatever you think, Reist wants you to bring him the relic and open the tomb.
I told you I have no idea where to look for the relic.
Aye, but we know where it is.
This is difficult to believe. Why then do you not go and get it for yourself?
There is still the problem with the curse. Your parents must have told you about it.
I do not remember. I did not listen too well when they spoke of this legend.
The relic was to be destroyed. But then someone decided to put a curse on it instead. And only descendants of your family line are immune to this curse.
You gods. Now I understand. My sister said no, and you had to turn to me. However, even if I work for Reist and do that which he wishes, I cannot know whether they will kill Kira and myself when they have what they want.
Aye, they will not spare you. True.
Your honesty is small comfort.
I know how Kira can be saved. We must convince Reist to release her before the opening ritual is over. And I know that it can be done.
How then? I have nothing with which I can negotiate.
You are wrong. Mayhap you can be replaced, but for Reist, the relic is invaluable.
Indeed. Reist would not be happy if it were destroyed before he could use it.
The alloys used are of dwarven technology. Human forges normally cannot produce enough heat to work with the metal.
Except for the furnace in Qudinar.
Indeed.
I believe I would very much like to wipe the smirk from Reist's face with his own blood.
What is your plan?
Work for him to allay his suspicions. Where can I find him?
Are you sure?
As sure as I ever was.
He awaits you in the place you met him before. But remember that the life of your sister is at stake.
You do not need to remind me.
Okay, so a lot of story information there. We're gonna go in here and talk to Reist, and then we're gonna go from there. That's gonna be the end of the video, unfortunately. I'm sorry that a whole lot of things didn't really happen this episode. It was just more, or this chapter, there was just more of talking than anything. But not all the chapters are gonna be like this, and I know the next chapter for sure isn't gonna be like this. So, like I said, you just kind of have to bear with me here. Sometimes it's gonna be happen.
Like that.
Bleh. Sometimes it's gonna happen like that with RPGs. So. Talk to Reist Tungard.
Methinks you care little for your sister when I think on the time you have taken to return here.
No talk, knave. What would you have me do?
Indeed. So, Gondor must have told you what we want.
Forsooth, he did not explain it very clearly. You tell me.
We want you to bring us the relic that once belonged to your family.
And that is all, then?
We demand that you also perform the ritual associated with the relic.
Summon Azural's tomb? How do I know you will not kill my sister and myself when I have done this?
That is a risk you must take.
Then I have another suggestion.
You are in no position to dictate any terms.
You need me. None of you can even touch the relic. You need me.
You forget your sister.
Nay, I do not. But I shall do what you want, on one condition.
Name it.
The ritual must be performed in Qudinar.
Ah, the mercenary has a brain. He thinks to destroy the relic in the furnace.
I could make a candle with the wax in your ears, Reist. I said I will perform the ritual for you. But I shall not complete the ceremony until you free Kira. Now do you understand?
I agree. But if you try to cheat us, your sister will die.
I know what I must do.
Very well, then. I shall leave you with Gandohar. When you are ready, come to Kundahar. We shall await you there.
Quest log updated. High stakes. One more conversation. That's a stupid back and forth conversation, but one more conversation
Rain
with
again.
Gondahar. Apparently a training. Okay, there we go. And then it's done talking for a long while, so.
Reist did not jump for joy when he heard your terms, mercenary.
Aye, but he had to accept them. Pray tell me, why do you work for that man?
I pledged my allegiance to Reist 1 year ago.
When you help me, does this not break your pledge?
Do not ever misunderstand me. I will see to it that the ritual is completed. I shall not hesitate to kill you if you cheat me. All I wish to do is to save Kira.
You are a strange one. Why did you join Reist in the first place?
I always work for someone. You as well? You are a mercenary?
Forsooth. So what do you know of this relic?
There are 5 parts. The location of 2 of them is known to me. You must ask someone the whereabouts of the remaining 3.
Of whom do you speak?
They call him Ho. He works for Reist, as I do. But he does not know what all this means, nor does he understand any of the consequences. One part, the metal frame, was kept in the Tarbeking treasury. but it is no longer in the city. Do you know the story of the Karga clan? The king's edict forced them to hand over their rule in Talmont to the House of Skeldon.
I know that Lord Skeldon comes from the south, near Catalan.
Verily. Ultar Karga rebelled shortly after the takeover. He never surrendered the valuables in the treasury.
Where can I find this Ultar?
There are two ways. You could join Lord Skeldon, who would dearly love to destroy Ultar. Or you could try to infiltrate the ranks of the Karga clan.
Very well. And the second piece of the relic?
It was in the hands of the late King Satrius. It was probably buried with him. However, the trail ends in the village of Windbreak, to the west of Catalan. You should start your search there.
And the whereabouts of the last 3 parts are known to whom?
I told you, Ho. Do not expect much wisdom from him. But his knowledge of legends and myths is itself legend.
To where should I take the relic when it is whole again?
We will meet outside Kudinar. I will await you there.
Very well. I am grateful for your help in this matter.
I do this only for your sister. May good fortune accompany you. Methinks you will need it.
So, that's finally all the talking done. Again, I'm sorry about that, but we had to get it out of the way sooner or later anyways. Basically, that's where the relic frame is. I have 2 choices. I can come down here to the Skeldon clan and help them kill them, or I can come to the Karga clan and then either steal it or hope they give it to me if I do something for them in return. This is where Ho is, so that's the guy I have to talk to, and he will tell me the location of the pieces. And if I remember correctly, Windbreak Village is right here, and the other piece is right here. I know the pieces of all the locations, but I'm not gonna spoil too much. But yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna end it here, and then when we come back, we're actually not gonna progress on with this for a while. What I'm gonna do is start heading up through these trails, exploring what I can, working my way over here, and then we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like if you have anything to say, comment down below, subscribe, share as well, helps me out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.